it's your girl Bondi Blue, and I am back for another Basketball Wives. Okay, y'all, so without further ado, let's just go ahead and get right into the review. So Evelyn and Jen are doing what they do best, walking and talking, bitch, okay? And during conversation, we talk about how we felt about the party, how we feel about Kristen, how we feel about Cece and those big ass titties. And then ultimately how Shawnee told Tammy about all the jokes that Evelyn had been making about her. And yeah, Evelyn is feeling some type of way about it. Like, why did you feel the need to go back and say that? We're all joking. We're friends. We're joking. Why did you feel the need to go run back and tell that to everybody? Especially to Tammy, knowing that she already doesn't like Evelyn. It was very messy as far as I'm concerned. It's just jokes, and she was going to see it eventually anyway. I'm confused about this dynamic. I really am. I thought y'all was all going to come back and be cool and just beef with the new girls and have some little light shade amongst each other. But to see the separation of you old hoes, I'm just looking at y'all like, what did y'all come back for? Because this is just stupid. This is stupid. Everybody in the comments was talking about Tammy is still mad at Evelyn because of that shit with Kenny. Let me tell you something. You and Kenny was not going to be together. That wasn't destined. That wasn't in the cards. All y'all was supposed to do was have them children together. That happened. You done moved on talking about how Reggie is the love of your life. So why do you give a fuck about what happened between Evelyn and your ex-husband 20 years ago? Nobody else does. If that's the beef, come on now. Come on now, let's stop with that shit. Because I don't know how many seasons I could watch y'all be on this show, say y'all over that shit, be cool, joke with one another, hang out, and then I come back the next season and I feel like I'd have missed a whole 5 episodes or something like that because beef has transpired and I don't know where it came from. Girl, all y'all can go to bed with this shit. So Jackie and Malaysia meet up with Kristen and Cece so Jackie can get to know them a little bit better. Jackie does express that she's still kind of upset with Shani for inserting her in the situation. Jackie expresses that she's still upset with Shani for inserting herself into the situation between Evelyn and Jackie. Okay, but this is not about that. This is about getting to know Cece and Kristen. All Kristen got going on is that she's a woman that didn't think she was going to be a mom, and now she got a 2-year-old little girl on her hands that it don't seem like she know how to handle, okay? Cece got 2 hard titties, okay, in a nursing degree. All right, and she also has a medical spot in a Polynesian dance class that she teaches. She out here making this money. She out here working for her ducats, okay? She's a professional woman, all right? So we just setting the scene for y'all with that one. Evelyn goes over to Shawnee's with her revenge body and full of fag bitch, okay? Also, we can have another conversation about IVF. Like, I feel like that's all she's been talking about on these reality shows for the past 2 seasons. That's all she talked about last season, and that's all we talking about now. She has these eggs that were fertilized with Carl's sperm, and that's where the embryos come from. She has like 8 or 9 of them that they are storing somewhere, and that shit is expensive. So now she's having to decide what she wants to do about it. Does she want to give them away to somebody, have them adopt them? Does she want to use them? Does she want to destroy them? What do you want to do, bitch? And she doesn't know. Now, the funny thing about this conversation was that even though Evelyn felt some type of way about Shawnee going back and telling Tammy about the jokes, they didn't talk about that. And I don't know why they didn't talk about it, or maybe editing didn't put it in the scene, but that doesn't make much sense to me. Okay, so what's going on right there? Why didn't y'all talk about this situation where Evelyn was obviously bothered? So Tammy is in the middle of doing some Bonnet Chronicle shit, you know, being herself, doing her thing. All right, being financially independent in these streets with Reggie by her side, being a cougar with a young man that love her dirty drawers. And we all here for it. But she sits down and tells him that she's having some issues right now. She don't know who she could trust out of these ladies. Because first of all, Jen talked mad shit about Evelyn when they weren't friends. And now that they are friends, you all buddy and being messy with this bitch, all right? But you know good and damn well that you talked about her like a dog, all right? Deputy dog, underdog, Snoop dog, okay? All the fucking dogs, all right? Then with Shawnee thought that it was funny when Evelyn was imitating Tammy. But when Tammy talked about Evelyn's hold'em on her stand-up comedy routine in that show they went to last season, she didn't want to smile during the time when she was talking about Evelyn being a hoe, because she was trying to show some type of solidarity with Evelyn, which is why I think that Shaunie is more on Evelyn's side or closer to her than she is with Tammy, which is so weird because it's always kind of been Shaunie and Tammy. So I'm looking at this situation like I don't know what's going on, and I now understand why Tammy feels the way she feels. Because Jen, you turning out to be fake. I thought we was better than that. You look fucking fake and messy. Shaunie, I thought we was better than that, but you are obviously showing that you choosing sides. Subtle, but still showing that you choosing sides, bitch. So I don't know which one of you hoes I can trust. So Jackie introduces us to OG, who is also going to be a new cast member on the show. And she plays professional women's tackle football. I've seen some of it. I think it's pretty cool. But I also think it's hella sexualized, and I find it probably in some ways offensive to women, which is why it's not as big as it could be. Like, why do y'all have to play football in y'all drawers? Why can't y'all play in tights or volleyball shorts like the girls that play? But I mean, we still be here for it, but why does it have to be so sexualized where you're running around with weaves and padding and your ass out? You know, it definitely puts a certain picture in your mind. And I don't know if all the, women's lib bitches is here for that. Either way, she apparently is big shit in her field. And she invites Jackie to play with her. And of course, y'all know Jackie is over there over-sexualizing the fuck out this whole situation. Being turned on, nipples getting hard, drinking on drinks, thinking about Doug, rubbing on clits, bending it over, busting it open, doing way too much. But then when you put that kitty cat in her face, she gonna act all surprised. No, Jackie, get the fuck out of here and go to bed. So Kristen, Evelyn, and Jen meet up to have like a little vegetarian cooking class, vegan cooking class, whatever, bitch. The main purpose of this whole conversation is how Jen and Evelyn was back to their mean girl, messy bitch ways by letting Kristen know that they heard word on the curb was that Cece was at the gym soliciting men to come over to her medical spa so that she can give them happy endings. They were just joking and saying that's what they heard. But of course, Kristen is gonna feel some type of way. A family, they be around each other, so she's gonna have to say something, right? So Kristen does a Polynesian dance class with Jackie and with Cece, because Cece runs this class, and they go and put the garb on and do all of the moves, and you can obviously see that Cece definitely knows what she's doing. This is her culture. She does this, all right? So she's not out here fronting on this show. It's what we're trying to establish here. So after they finish dancing, they sit down and they talk, and Kristen tells Cece about what the other lady said. And y'all know Jackie is eating this shit up, because now Jackie feels like she has another person on her side who will have beef with Evelyn. Jackie feels that Evelyn spread lies about her and then now is doing the same thing to Cece. All right? She may be spreading lies about Cece, her and Jen spreading lies about Cece. But once again, I'm going to say, Takari put all of this shit out about her relationship with her mama. And any of you other people that are confused about that, don't come at me. I've been here this whole time, okay? I've been reviewing Basketball Wives since this shit came out. So as far as I'm concerned, I think I know what I'm talking about. Yes, Evelyn did use this situation, manipulate this situation for a storyline, but at the end of the day, who are we to blame somebody for giving us drama on a television show? I'm just saying, that's what we here for. If she didn't have no storyline besides IVF and her and Carl, she wouldn't be back this season, no matter how happy we was to see the vets back on the fucking show that nobody really cares about anymore. I'm just saying, I'm glad y'all watching this shit, but last season, nobody was checking for Basketball Wives that much. That's why I was so surprised that they even came back this season. Cece is pissed off because she feels like this could ruin her reputation, okay? So she's definitely going to have a conversation about this shit. Shaunie and Evelyn have an interview with Van Lathan from TMZ. And it was a cute enough scene. The only reason I'm talking about it is because Van asked them if there was an ex that they could choose to call in their time of need, who would it be? And of course, Shaunie says Shaquille, and Evelyn says Chad. And I'm like, really? You would call Chad, the one who headbutted you and whipped your ass in a car? You would call him, but you wouldn't call Carl. See, that shows me that she feels like even though Chad was abusive to her, he cared about her, whereas Carl kind of probably got with her, didn't mean to get her pregnant, but got her pregnant and then tried to work it out because he didn't want his son to not have a two-parent home, but then ultimately realized that she's not what he wanted at all and was probably just tolerating the situation until she found out about him cheating, and he felt like that was the perfect opportunity to just be like, well, I cheated and I don't want to fix it, so I'm out. Okay? I'm just saying that's what the situation looked like to me. Alright? Now, Evelyn is letting it sink in that she and Carl are over, but I feel like the way it looked last season, you and Carl been over for a long time, baby. So Jackie, Tammy, and Malaysia meet up. Alright? And this is when the mess continues to circulate. So Jackie tells them about what she heard from Kristen about what Evelyn and Jen had said about Cece. All right? And Malaysia is like, oh, hell nah, bitch. We definitely gonna have a sit down about this because you putting my cousin's reputation on the line. And I just kind of felt like, girl, ain't nobody fucking worrying about your cousin's reputation fucking with this little hot tamale girl. Ain't nobody worrying about him. Malaysia also asked Tammy who it was that she was not saying hey to via Jen. And Tammy gets pissed off because she feels like, why would Jen go back and even say that to everybody when obviously it was a joke that I was making between the two of us. So now you're just being messy, bitch. So now I have a problem with you, all right? So now we're going to have to round table this shit. All right, we bring everybody together and put everything on the table. All right, the only person that wasn't there was Evelyn, which I thought was hilarious that Evelyn kind of left Jen to take the heat for this when she was really the one pushing her observations about Cece and how she was on the fence about her and what she heard. They both were giggling and co-signing, but Evelyn was the one that was really pushing it. So when Jen shows up, and she speaks to Tammy, and Tammy's like, oh, hey, messy Mona. And Jen is like, oh, wait a minute now, how am I messy? And this is when Tammy presents the situation about how I heard you went back and told everybody that I said, hey, except for to who I don't fuck with. You knew that was a joke, and I've known you long enough to know that you didn't misunderstand me. So I feel like you being messy by going back telling that to everybody. You didn't have to do that, okay? Jen feels like, well, I said it because you said it. Ditzy bitch shit, right? So we're not even worrying about the situation between her and Tammy, all right? Jackie is like, this is not about Tammy. This is about the allegations of Cece being a prostitute, bitch. That's what we hear about. And Cece is like, okay, so I just want to know, why are y'all putting this out there about me? It's not true. That's not what I do. It could ruin my reputation. It could ruin my business. And it really can. That's not something you should be putting out there about somebody when they have a medical license to do, you know, spa treatments and stuff like that. The last thing you want is something out there like that, because then they can actually have somebody come in and investigate. And if anything is wrong, they could snatch your license or put a strike on your shit or whatever. So it's definitely a serious issue that shouldn't have been joked about and said on national television with such jest, which, you know, brings us back to Evelyn and Jen being mean girls who work on everybody's nerves, who I will be happy to read for filth every time they step out of line with their messy, childish, teenage girl looking asses, okay? All right, and not in a good way, bitch. Not a teenager in the face, but a teenager in a motherfucking brain, okay? Jen says that it was just what she heard and that she didn't say it was true and just kind of brushes it off. And because Cece isn't giving everybody the fire they need for this scene to be popping, Malaysia jumps in and says, this is not just about her. This is about my cousin's reputation. And I just kind of wanted to say, Malaysia, fuck your old ass cousin. Nobody care. Like, just because I was like, no, this is about Cece and her reputation and her business. This is about Cece. This is not about how this may look to her boyfriend or whatever. I'm just saying, like, coming from that standpoint was kind of aggravating me about Malaysia. Like, girl, stop. All right? That man is not out here in the world like that. And that's what I mean by don't nobody give a fuck about him. Not because nobody cares about who he is or he's irrelevant or anything, but nobody's checking for him to care about what Cece's doing and how that reflects on him. The only people that care about what's going on with him is his family, and they shouldn't feel like his woman doing whatever she did before they got together is any type of reflection on him. So moving on, Malaysia. All right, Tammy is not even here for this, so she get her food to go and walks the hell out like, bye, y'all. I ain't got time for this. I got a man waiting on me. All right. So Jen goes and runs after her and it's like, what is going on, girl? Why are you acting like this? And she says she feels that Jen is being messy. Jen did not have to put that out there about that girl, okay? You could have kept that to your damn self. That was unnecessary and you was just being messy and it was kind of malicious. And she just made her point to Jen, all right? And Jen is like, look, I'm just trying to figure out who this girl is. Is she a homewrecker? It's like, why, bitch, you ain't got no man to be homewrecked, so why do you care? But Tammy's point was you hang around a homewrecker all the time, i.e. Evelyn, and you don't have a problem with it. So let's not act like that was the issue. That girl didn't say anything that she knows about you, and I'm sure she heard some shit because it's been on blogs and it's been on national television. So if she ain't putting your shit out there on blast, why did you feel the need to do that to her? And she just walked the hell off. And I was like, good night, amen. I was not mad at Tammy at all. Tammy was handling this shit like a woman who is here to get a paycheck and don't give a fuck about the extra shit. And I was here for it, girl. All right, then. So you guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I love y'all, okay? Be checking for me because that Black Love Lyric and Bondi will be probably coming out tomorrow evening. I'm hoping to put it out on Tuesday evening. But anyway, y'all be checking. Y'all put on y'all notifications, that little bell at the top. Y'all click on that so y'all know whenever I put up a video. Like, comment, subscribe, share. And I love y'all. I'll see y'all.